Oil in North, not for Bauchi, Gombe states, but entire country, PSC. The Presidential Support Committee, PSC, on the achievements of President Muhammadu Buhari has clarified that the recent discovery of oil deposits in Bauchi and Gombe states will benefit all Nigerians. In a press conference, Kaduna, over the weekend, the Director of Media and Publicity, PSC, Dr. Kailani Muhammad, said the oil deposits found in these states are not for the states alone, but the entire country. According to the spokesperson, the president needs to be applauded in view of the fact that oil exploration began since in the 1990s, when the contract was awarded to Shell and Chevron, both failed. Again, he said in 2005, President Olusegun Obasanjo awarded the oil exploration to the new Nigerian Development Company, NNDC, saying the exploration also failed to yield any positive result until on the 2nd February 2019, when President Buhari broke the jinx. However, he was quick to add that in spite of the milestone achieved, some selfish politicians have started flying unnecessary permutations to cause disharmony among Nigerians. We have said it severally, and I will say it yet again. Our so-called elites have always been leaning towards heating up the polity in order to achieve selfish ends. We are happy that President Buhari has broken the jinx of oil and gas economy politics by dragging the net around the country in his effort to beef up the nation's treasury trajectory. According to the spokesperson, the oil and gas discovered in Gombe and Bauchi states cannot be consumed by the indigenes of these two states alone, but it is for the benefit of the entire nation. So I hope it will be like that. Anyway, Muhammad, who is also an APC chieftain, remarked that what we have now is that one of the wells at Koumani in the upper Benue Trough has a reservoir of 1 billion barrels of crude oil, while the other has a reservoir of 500 million cubic feet of gas. These oil blocks, which traverse Bauchi and Gombe states, will be developed by Sterling Global Oil, New Nigerian Development Commission, and the NNDC and the NNPC Limited. The integrated development of OPLs, that oil pipeline lease 809 and 810 in the Gongola Basin in the upper Benue Trough, extends about 1,000 kilometers from the Bight of Benin to Lake Chad. Wow. This is a national economic breakthrough. One begins to wonder how some people are saying that the pipeline to Gombe is a scheme to take crude oil from southern part of the country to the north. According to him, apart from the Gombe-Bauchi discovery, there are other locations in the northern part of the country with large deposits of hydrocarbon. All these deposits will generally impact the Nigerian economy. We appeal to President Buhari to ensure that explorations in these new locations begin before he exits office in 2023. We hope that the discovery of these oil deposits in the north will put an end to the much touted and misplaced propaganda that the north is dependent on the south for sustenance because of its oil deposits. Now, what the generality of Nigerians want is the diversification of the economy by the state governors who wait in overseas locations only to come back to Nigeria when the free money from the federation account is ready for collection. He stressed. Of course, that is what the governors are busy doing. All the governors. At the beginning of the month, they will run to wherever they want to go on vacation or where they have house abroad. And toward the end of the month, when it is time for federal government to disburse the allocation to each state, they will then come. And then they come and collect the money. When they collect the money, then they will share and then they fly again. Now, what they're saying is that what the Presidential Support Committee here is saying through Kailani Muhammad is that the oil they discovered around Gombe, Bauchi axis is for the whole country and not for the north alone, and not for the Gombe and the Bauchi states alone. That is a very fair statement to make anyway, but in practice, how will it be like that? That is the question that I have to ask. In practice, will it be like that? Because first of all, the gold mining in Zamfara, till tomorrow, they have not proven to us that federal government is collecting revenue from that. Only Zamfara state and the people, I think they brought people from some foreigners to come and do the mining. Nobody knows what is happening there. Nigerians have not been briefed. How much are we getting from solid mineral mining in Nigeria from various states? We don't know. All right, and we have the north also have this syndrome that everything that is in the north belongs to the Hausas, and then this syndrome again that Hausas and the Fulanis own everything in Nigeria, including the people. All of those statements need to be neutralized. They need to end, because first of all, the Nigeria is now has been a mono-economic state. All right, depending only on oil, and oil deposits are all only in the southern part of Nigeria, and that is where they're getting all the 30% derivation. All of them are getting federal allocation every month to each state. That is how government is able to fund the national budget every year. But again, and meanwhile, the issue of resource control in the south has not yielded result. So now that we are discovering oil in the north, it therefore means that the north should do well to make sure that the oil in the north actually gets to federation account, and then all other states in the country should also share from it. They should also share from it. So what Kailani Muhammad is saying here is that the oil they have sent, in fact, they have about 1 billion barrel reservoir, and then a barrel of oil, and 500 million cubic feet of gas reservoir as well, and spans all the way there from Bight of Benin up to Lake Chad. That is huge expanse of reservoir. All right, so let them develop it and let them start producing it, and let's make sure that because this issue of bunkering in the south, I hope it will not start there too. Bunker crude, bunker finished product, Nigeria, God will help us. And because of oil, nobody's looking into other sources of income, other natural endowment in each state of the country, especially around endowment around the solid mineral deposit. Nobody's looking at that. Oil money, because it's fully developed and it's producing results and it's yielding benefit, that is where everybody. And that is the reason so many people want to be governor, want to be president, want to be everything, because that is where you control the money. No wonder the president made himself Minister of Petroleum as well, and have the other one they call Minister of State for Petroleum to report to him. He is the Minister of Petroleum. You understand? So we really need to know how to share our resources in this country for the benefit of the common man, so that the blessings of God will not become a curse to the people. All right? The Bible said that the blessings of God make it rich and adds no sorrow. But in Nigeria, we have turned the blessings of God to add sorrow, because the oil is supposed to be a blessing, but now it's a blessing to very few and sorrow to over 90% of the Nigerian populace, because the revenue from the oil production is not translating to anything in Nigeria. Infrastructure development is zero. Academics is zero. Everything. Look at now, ASU is now warming up for the mother of strike. They call it mother of strike, because federal government has refused to meet their demand. Meanwhile, each senator or each governor is richer than the country, collecting humongous salary from the oil proceeds. All right, everybody want to go there and answer. And meanwhile, the people that are working for the development of this country, especially human resources development, are being ignored at all levels. This is unfair. This is absolutely unfair. So somebody saying, you people run pipe from south to north. You come here to deceive us. You have oil. And it's what you know yourself, north is a desert. You can't get oil. So why exploring the south just to deceive the country? With time, the truth will be unveiled. Can you imagine? So what I say is that they're running pipe from south to north All right, and now they're telling us there's oil in the north. So by the time they start distributing the oil, they say it's the one that producing it, not getting it from the south. So there's something fishing there that we really need to find out. All right, that we really need to find out. So another person is saying, can't you keep your mouth muted? And then he's been cautioned. They say, yes, that is what happened. Sure. So we need to be sure that what they're telling us here, that they discovered oil in the north, is not a scam, but the truth, because we don't understand what's happening again. There's absolutely no oil in commercial quantity there. Stop deceiving yourself and the gullible, uninformed northerners for watered political gain and influential. Sure, because the history of petroleum formation has been that it forms around dead remains of aquatic life, organic lives of the marine system over millions of years. That is what form oil. For those who understand how oil is formed, all right. Oil does not form in desert, does not form in dry land. It forms in where there is marine environment. But it's okay. So let's see. With time, all of this will be revealed, and then we'll know where we belong. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comment below.